from Drakenseng.
Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition, Episode 79, Party Setup and Random Encounters.
Alright, welcome back. So, current quest I'm gonna be doing is help Morgan. Should be companions. Help Morgan kill Flemeth. It's gonna be a pretty tough battle, so since I can't bring Morgan along, since she doesn't want to come along, I'm gonna have to get someone else. Level up someone else. Distribute the points. Do it for my other allies as well. Alright, just got finished distributing the points for all of my companions. So, Morgan cannot come along for this. It's her personal quest, but she can't come along, which is pretty odd. Well, I'm gonna bring Win.
Yes.
Shell.
Yes.
And let's see. Wind, Shell, and Alistair might be useful, I guess. I can send him out there and be cannon fodder.
Yes.
Although he is pretty pissed off at me at the moment. I'm just gonna bring him along for this quest. Random encounter. I guess we can practice our battle tactics right here. A random encounter.
Immediately.
Alistair really sucks. He's about to die already. If he dies, if Alistair dies, then I'm gonna replace him. I'm not bringing him along if he dies. Because we are still in pretty good shape. Alistair, if you die, this is your tryout right here, Alistair. This is your trial right here.
Yes.
Don't need any of those things. There's a trap there as well.
Here I am.
I think I bought a bunch of potions. A bunch of items to make potions. I should probably make those first before heading out. Good idea. Okay, wind just fell.
I fell.
Yes, it did. Oh, that's excitement too much for your old bones?
For a moment there, I thought it was all over.
The fight is over, if that's what you mean?
No, I thought I was. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
Good thing for you, I'm heading back to the party camp. -1 approval rating. Not too bad, actually. Calling her old bones. Yeah, let's head back to the party camp. Gotta create some potions anyway.
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier.
Okay. Go on, out with it.
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. You spoke to Petra, did you not? She told you I saved her from a demon. I did, but I did not survive that encounter.
That's a really bad joke, When.
It's not a joke, I promise. Let me explain. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
Okay. So you're alive? What's the problem?
The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
This one sounds kind of cruel. So you're gonna die soon? No surprise there. I am not exactly that evil. No, that's evil on top of evil. I'm just playing as a grunt. Not a grunt, like a brutish type. Let's see. How long would that spirit last?
I do not know. I can feel when the spirit weakens, so I should have fair warning. But come, let us not talk about this. There is time yet.
Okay, at least I didn't get any negatives.
What's on your mind?
Ask her more about this. What did the spirit choose to help you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
You must have been a strange child. I've never experienced that before.
I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Creepy. Do spirits watch people like that?
I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
Aren't you special?
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe, and I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
And also in your fight with Petra's demon?
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
Fighting Darkspawn?
I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger-wagging.
You're joking, right? That's disturbing.
Joking? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see when the time comes, won't we? What's on your mind?
Alright. Guess there's still more dialogue options. Looks like I'm staying in the camp longer than expected. Is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
I guess death isn't an illness, is it?
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
I don't fear death, it's the dying that scares me. I guess that's the one I would say.
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Because we always want more.
Ah, human nature. You are right. Some people will never be content and will always want more. I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the Fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
Alright. No more dialogue?
What's on your mind?
Seriously? I guess this is where I get to unlock her personal quests. Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
And all along I thought you were perfect.
Perfect? Hardly. I aspire to it, but have fallen quite short. Quite short indeed. Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
Humans like you?
I was his mentor, an authority figure. He can't have liked me very much. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home, time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him, too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult.
Was he talented?
Oh, very much so. Sometimes I would catch him practicing on his own, but if I asked him to show me what he could do, he would freeze up or fumble terribly. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to Anarin?
Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
Who hunted him down?
The Templars. That is what they do.
Right.
They hunt down and neutralize
How
rogue
could I
mages.
forget about that?
They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
I should have known that. I'm a Templar myself. Well, I guess you learned your lesson.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did find a Dalish. I'm just gonna go help her with this personal quest after I help Morgan.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
And maybe his sacrifice was worthwhile?
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Got her personal quest now? I don't think I got Shell's personal quest yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's in here. My approval is pretty high with Shell, I think. Approval rating 73, so I don't know why.
It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do.
Shell,
On then.
when are you going to break the rock? I'm gonna crack you, Shell. Oh, you gotta make some potions. I think I need another range fighter because I'd probably bring Alistair along for this mission though. He almost got killed just from that random encounter. So I don't really know about that. Unfortunately, I cannot make any potions unless I have Morgan in my party. Because she's the one that makes all the potions.
Indeed.
I just bring her along. Let's see. Let's just go here for now. If I go to Flame of Sut, she's not gonna be available. Great. A random encounter. It's only me and Morgan. Okay. The werewolves.
Yes.
It's like they did not get cured. I remember curing them, so what the hell happened? Guess they got pissed.
Of course. As you say. It will be done.
Alright. I guess this is a good a time as any. This random encounter actually helps me.
It will be done.
You can just make a potion right here. Yeah, there's something strange over there. Charred corpse. Nothing good. A campfire. Huh. Let's see what this campfire is. Let me make some potions first. Delirium potions. Need a bunch of these. This might take a while. I think 100 will be enough. 99. There you go. Some health poultices might be nice. That should be enough for now. Okay, let's see what this is.
Of course.
Nothing.
Very well.
Command me.
Campfire that has nothing.
So be it.
Must be a glitch or something. Can't interact with it. Let me see how many space I have. How much space I have. That should be enough for now. Alright. You can't change your path when you are already going somewhere. Like change directions. Let me just change my party right here.
Blast and damnation!
She gonna come, so I have to take her out.
Yes.
Okay, win. I'll bring along Shell.
Yes.
And I was
Yes.
The dog is a modification I got, so you have it all the time. Let me go back to Flame of Sut. The hell? Random cutscene.
You're awake. Did you feel it too? It was like the archdemon saw us. Saw us! What does that mean? I think... Wait. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, the duck spawns found my camp now, looks like. Good thing I have a bunch of companions to help me out.
Will not end well.
I guess it's like Duncan once said. We can sense them, and they can sense us. We'd best be more careful from now on. This camp isn't safe any longer.
What will they send next? Darkspawn tax collectors?
Fortification should be built around the camp.
Can't get a bloody night's rest.
How unnerving.
It will be more difficult to sleep here now.
What, no trap? No ambush? Some assassins. It is done. Let us move on.
As you say. Very well.
Alright, looks like they have to move on to a new setup. I don't know why they don't just stay at the that one place that I unlocked. Let's get
Yes.
ring. Shell.
Yes.
Yes.
Why don't they just stay at Soldier's Peak since I already claimed it? But unfortunately, for some reason, just still stay at the party camp. Let's go ahead and go back to Flammer's hut.